On the SLK there's a upper wishbone on the front suspension that has a ball joint on the end of it. That ball joint, you can see here, it's separated. I loosened it when I was trying to do some other work, and I can't tighten it back up again now. So I looked to see if I could replace it, and it looks like you have to buy the entire assembly. So what I'm going to do is try and undo the bolt that goes through the back of this. I've got a new one, and I'm hoping I can just slip it out and put a new one in. To undo it, there's the nut is down in here, so that nut there. So I'm guessing the air intake's got to come out. On the back of it, there's a nut the other end that's kind of under here. So I'm gonna have to get some tools in there, get the air cleaner box out, and yeah, let's see how we get on. First things first, let's get that air cleaner box out of the way. Not sure how you do that. Start with see how we go, I guess. Exciting. Feels like it's just going to lift out. Let's just see if there's anything in there holding it. No, just pulls out. So now I can get at this fixing down here, and hopefully I can get a spanner on the other end. I'll go and get my spanners. Get this breaker bar and a short extension. I can get the 16mm nut that's on the back of this bolt that leads through from here. So 15. Well, there we go. Exciting. There's the nut. It's in very good condition. Presumably that piece is now free to come out. The whole thing just kind of came out really easily. And obviously that's all loose. The hub is now loose, all moving around. So now I need to undo this bracket, which was the thing I was struggling with in the first place. I need to try and hold that still while I undo it. I'll get some grips and try and do that. And try and cut off the rubber and get some access to it. There's no way to hold this at all, sadly. Very annoying, it's just turning. Okay, I've given up pretty quickly on trying to undo this. I'm going to cut it off now. That was easy. Right. Ready for the next one. Right, I've just sprayed a bit of paint up in this area just to try and stop corrosion. I'm going to spray the whole area as I go. And what I need to do is get this up in here. Oop. It'll be an interesting higgle and piggle of trying to get it in there whilst feeding through the rod. So I'm going to get the rod in from above as I do this from below. So there's the rod coming in. Sorry, it's a bit tricky to see. Pop it on this side, might be a bit easier. So there's the rod coming through. My part needs to go in. And the rod needs to go through it. Seems to be a threaded section part way through, which is interesting. I guess that's what that thread was in the middle. Actually, that is interesting because there was thread lock on that section. So what I'm going to do is just pull it out again, put some thread lock on it. Stops the component from turning once it's in position. And I'm going to feed this through, thread it into position under here. Two-handed job, one up on top, one down below. On here, and get my spanners back through it. Same process in reverse. I'm going to try and get this nut into here without dropping it, hopefully. Good. Just check out the torque for that. Right, I've read on the forums that this bolt should be 33 foot-pound and the one up top should be 50. Check those for yourself, of course. Don't rely on me. But what I also found is that the top one should be done when there's weight on the road wheel. So we need it off the stand and on the road so that it gets to where it should be. I'm feeling this is just tightening, just turning. Probably need to clamp this together to allow it to tighten up. I'm just going to put a block up in here to just to transfer the force across, and I'm going to jack the car under the hub so that it squashes these two components together. Right, so now it's lifted off the axle stand. We've got load going through here. Okay, I don't think this is turning, so do it up. Right, I'll lower this down and re-torque it. Okay, So I'm happy with that. Now I need to do the top one and get that to the correct torque too. Okay, so the final part is to re-torque this bolt, but I'm going to use some more thread lock on it. I've just loosened it off and the nut has stepped back from the edge, so I can get some thread locker in there, hoping to do it on the end of a screwdriver, just to drop it into that thread, because obviously breaking it means the thread lock is no longer working. So let's just see if I can drop that in to the thread. It's good. Yeah, I can see that's gone into the thread. So now I'm going to tighten this back up. Set the torque wrench to 50. Okay, 50. Okay. And that is that done. And I hope that you found that useful. Obviously working on cars is a dangerous thing if you get it wrong. This is your risk. Make sure you research it properly before you start doing the job, but hopefully that gave some insight into what is a fairly straightforward task. Thanks for watching. Put a comment in the chat if you've got a question. Give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much. Have a great day.